NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Las Vegas Raiders.
To kick off for the Raiders.
The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. This is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
18-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. A carry here for the big tight end. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He was brought down by
James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. B.J. Hill in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. This to Jacobs on the toss right. He's got room to run past the 20. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 2nd down, Jacobs. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. They're trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will have a Giants 1st down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st down.
From the gun, Jones. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. Well, he brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sack. Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he's got the hook up to Rose. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45.
At the 43-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jacobs now. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run it with Jacobs. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 18-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Down at the 14.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And a slant hold in by Ruggs.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And now Waller going to have a chance to run this. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 5 now. Jones. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Taylor Muse with it. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Jacobs on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the line of scrimmage.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Jacobs, the ball.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd and 6.
They'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Carr. Looking for one, but this is intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
You got to know as a quarterback it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and very short, Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. Trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Carr. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Darren Waller, incomplete.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep is Boston Scott. Pulled in at the 24. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Taken about 7 yards deep. Get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Carr going to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
3 at the 5-yard line.
And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Carlson on for the PAT. Got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Giants 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Jones now on 1st down, finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
New York.
Operating from the gun. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 33-yard.
Off play action. Jones rolling to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. It's 2nd and goal back to the 8-yard line now. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from time. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got to tie a ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point now, the ball snapped at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are you going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Jacobs. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. He's going to be intercepted on 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, that is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The 3rd quarter now at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. It's David Arnett picking it up. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And his passes are intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard. and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 14 yards. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Good move at the 30. Now he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jones escaping the pressure right. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 2nd down, Barkley, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So that'll back him up 5. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Giants 22, Raiders 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the handoff is Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. It's incomplete. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. A 1st down carry for Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 19-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Jones, off play action. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to find Diggs. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Another drive for Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Throwing, Jones. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
4th down and goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The
Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr will get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's going to let it fly. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they